Okay, so we've started the recording and we are going to kick off our training of OnPar launch for Javar research. This is the internal service portal that we use so that our clients can come in and manage their support tickets. We also offer training for clients as well as additional business applications. So when you log in, you're going to go to www.onparlaunch.com and you're going to click log on with the Microsoft credentials. You'll click on that and then enter your credentials, and this is the page that will pop up. Don't worry about memorizing any of that. I do have a cheat sheet I will send over to everyone so you have that with those step by step instructions. So when you get to the home page, this is what you're going to see. On this page, we have the business applications. These are frequently used applications within your organization. And I am working with Susan and Ellie on adding additional applications here. So, very, very soon, you'll have a whole wide range of applications that are regularly used within the organization. And these will have URLs linked to them. So, you can actually click on these links, it will take you right to that page. So this ultimately also can eliminate your favorites page. So this is when I click that link, what opens up. Um, and then Devana is another link that we have currently, and it will ask you to submit your username and login information, and it will open up that portal for you or that website. As I said, additional ones will be added shortly, and this can replace your favorites. So if you choose to use this, everything will have shortcuts to it for you. Below here are all the Office 365 applications. So you could actually do a quick shortcut through here to open any of those Office 365 applications. What I really want to highlight today is the support portal. So down here at the bottom, also here on the left-hand bar, you can click the drop down and report a problem and view support tickets here as well. But there is a quick link here. So if you have a service issue, you click on report a problem. If it is basically just a general um, password reset, uh, you need a license removed or added, you're having software issues, you can click on whatever will apply um, closely to what your problem is. So we're going to click on the software problem, and I'm just going to put in here that Office 365 Outlook issues. And then you're going to put in as much information here in the comments as you can. So you can just put password expired, new one not working. Once you hit submit, this is going to create a service ticket on our service board within OnPar Technologies, and a technician will be assigned to that ticket and reach out to you to assist. At the same time, you're going to be getting an email that assigns a ticket number as well as feedback options. So you can reply back to that email and add any additional information or communicate with the technician if needed. Now that our ticket is submitted, we can either go to our home page or click on support tickets to view our service ticket. So ticket updates. And if I'm actually as an incognito user right now. So if that were here, I could click on that ticket and actually correspond with the technician through this portal as well. And they can communicate to you the same way. So it will show up on the ticket or it will show up in your email. Um, adding the product or services, this is typically done by the admins at your corporation. So this would be adding new devices or requesting additional training. You're typically going to be with the report a problem. And then if you're having issues with, let's say, your Exchange Online, your email, you can actually click on Office 365 status and see, oh, it looks like there's quite a few issues out here currently. It might not just be me, it might be, an overall Office 365 Microsoft issue. Still always open a ticket because we will definitely look into any issues for you. but it does look like there are a few advisory notices out here today with some issues that are ongoing. Another piece that we recently rolled out to Javara is the university courses. So if you click on university and click on courses, your page should pop up with all these trainings. Cybersecurity 101, HIPAA 101 are required by the company, and I believe we are going to make the phishing ones required as well, if they are not already.
Yeah,
So
they're
when
required.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
We're going to
So
be making sure to send that out.
Okay, perfect. So these 4 courses are required from your organization so that you are basically making safe choices when you're accessing the internet, opening emails and attachments, and then some general HIPAA guidelines as well. So when you open, they should all say this little red field required. And when you click on that, it basically is going to give you an overview of what it is. And you're going to click enroll on the right hand side and OK. And then you can actually start your lesson. So you click on the lessons, you read through this, you click next, answer a few questions, and then you'll actually, at the end of the training, get a certificate that says you have passed. This is all reported up through the admins on your corporation's account. So they will be tracking this. Um, the phishing and attachment ones are also their videos. So you'll click enroll, watch the video, and then take the exam to pass. So these will all be required. As you can see, when I clicked on the required course and enrolled, it says I'm enrolled now. It will also show up on your home page. It did. I'll double check that we get that set because it should show up on the home page right here in the upper right hand corner that those are enrolled and waiting for you to take. The other tab that I didn't cover is company. So basically, there's a directory here, so you can actually come in here and view all of the current employees. The knowledge base is if there was any internal training, we could actually add that here. Any type of messages, overall messages, if our offices are going to be closed, any known outages, we can post those here. The other last part on university that I want to cover is the Office 365 updates. This actually pulls up-to-date information on different applications. So if you had a question about how to use Teams, you can click on Teams over here on the right-hand side. And it should pull up anything that has to do with Teams. So this is a good resource as well. If you're learning how to do some functionality pieces in different applications, this is a nice resource that you can pull from. The quick start guides, there's a lot of different pieces in here that get pulled from Microsoft as well. So if you have questions about using Excel, different tasks that you want to do, you can actually come in here, and this is a quick start guide on how to use the application. Teams, I thought Teams was in here. There it is. This is a really nice resource as well. It gives you kind of a highlight overview of all of the tasks and what the buttons do in Teams. Some how-tos, how to start a meeting, how to start a conversation, make phone calls. This is a little bit fun. You can add emojis, memes, or GIFs. So it shows you how to do that if you want to make the workplace a little fun in your chats. And then also how to share files, add tabs and channels, do all kinds of stuff within Teams. So these are really nice resources that you can tap into when you're logging in. That's basically an overview of how this will work. Again, there will be additional business applications set up so that you can access those like you would have favorites. And it looks like I think that covered everything. So I'm going to open it up to questions. So you all are muted, but you can unmute yourselves if you have questions.
I have a question, Andrea. So,
Sure.
say I have, like this is this has all the shortcuts to get us to Excel, PowerPoint, SharePoint, and everything. Can I make this my home screen so where whenever I open up a screen, this could lead me directly to it?
Sure, you should be able to save that as your startup page, I believe.
We wanted to kind of have it the same for everyone. So I think when you're talking about going to the internet, are you talking, Alejandra, about this being the first page that you come to?
Yeah, that way it could all be kind of centralized and,
Yeah, I think we need to try to set that up for every new hire, because what we tried to say is that the SharePoint would be our homepage when you clicked on on either Chrome or Edge or what other provider that you have. But unfortunately, that wasn't even happening. So some of us have SharePoint set up as our homepage, but many of us have nothing. So we'll try to get it standardized over the next month or so that it would be probably this page that comes up when you click on your internet provider.
I can add that to our ticket, Susan, so that that piece gets added as well. Do
What
you
I would
all
say
use the
too,
same browser?
well, I think some of us use Chrome for some things because it works better, and then some of us use Edge for some things, and then probably some people are using something else.
Okay.
But I was going to say, we have some of the most common things that what we want to do is give the same common things like Divana, if you're accessing Divana, or Creo links could be here. We've submitted those to OnPar, and they're going to start setting them up for us. But if there's
okay,
something
that
else
was my
about
next question.
that most of us access, just let us know and we can add it to the page.
Good question. And yes, ideally that would be perfect to have this as our homepage. So I will work with our technicians to kind of get that rolled out because I do think it's something we can push out as a policy.
That
Any
would be
other
great.
questions for me?
Just one more. I noticed you said that there is a chat room or a chat section on here to where you can post like if there's outages. If you do post on that, how would we be able to know that you were posted? Does it come through like on Teams? Would we get an email about it or?
Basically, if you right here, this is coming directly from Microsoft. So these are Microsoft wide, basically. So if I pulled up my OnPar launch right now, it would also show that we have these same outages. Um, and basically, if you're having any kind of issues with Office or Outlook or an application, I would pop in here first and just see if if it is an issue. Uh, But that's just me. I don't expect y'all to do that. You submit a ticket to us, and we'll look into it for you.
Okay.
So yeah, you just always submit that ticket to us. We'll take a look at it. And then if there's a known issue, that's typically what we'll reply back with is, hey, thanks for letting us know this is a known issue and the ETA is, X. So it's always still just submit that ticket because it might not be something that's affecting you. It might be something different.
Okay.
I have a question which is not necessarily related, but if we're having issues and we can't log in to create a ticket, for example, what's
Mhm.
the fastest way to get someone? Is it to call on the phone? Is it to text? Because I think that was one of the options. What's the fastest way to get help with that?
If you cannot get into this portal and you cannot email a ticket to support, then texting a ticket is going to be fastest because that's actually going to create an auto ticket. It's going to capture all of your information right in that ticket. So we'll know it came from Susan's cell phone, and then those get submitted quicker. And basically, when you call in, if someone is available, they will take the call. Otherwise, it leaves a message, and then we have to link everything up. So we have to listen to the voicemail, attach the company, find the user, attach their workstation. So it is a little bit of a longer process when the phone calls come in, because it is a manual dependent upon a person to do. Whereas the texting or submitting through here is going to link your workstation, your name, your phone number, and everything right into that ticket. And sometimes it will even auto assign to the first available technician if we know what company it's from. And on the sheet that I send on how to access the portal, I'll also include our guide on how to submit the different methods to submit tickets. So you guys have that text number. I know texting's a lot easier sometimes than picking up the phone too. So I'll send that information over as well. And it does include our SLA. We really strive to exceed those expectations significantly. But if there are a lot of system outages or bigger issues than a password reset, sometimes we just we'll remind you basically that, oh, the SLA does say, we have 4 hours. We will never make you wait 4 hours for a password reset. But just so you have that in the back of your mind, that we do try to prioritize tickets based on urgency and company impact. So, but I think Susan can attest that tickets are going to be addressed fairly quickly when those get put in.
Yes.
So any other questions on this portal or getting service or how anything else is going to kind of flow for you guys? All right. Well, that was easy. If you have anything that comes up, please submit a ticket or reply to the email that I'm going to send to you right now. And just let me know if anything comes up, if there's any questions or concerns from this. If you have trouble accessing the portal at all, please let me know. But everyone should be able to log right in, submit tickets, and also, very importantly, complete these training courses. So Susan, anything else that you would like to add?
I don't think so. The
Okay.
training courses that she talked about, they're required as our security training, and that kind of ties in with HIPAA training. So they don't take long, and they're very interesting in my opinion.
Mhm.
So, and you can then save your certificate in your Florence training file. And at some point, Ellie will be checking that to see who still needs to do that.
Perfect. I'll send all of the information out to Ellie and you, Susan, and then if you want to forward it on to the team with those specific instructions, where to save it, and if there's any
Right.
deadlines, then you can do that as well.
That'd be great. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Well, if
Thank
there's no
you.
other questions, I appreciate your time, everyone, and I hope you have a wonderful afternoon.
You too. Thank you.
All right,
Yep.
thank
Thank you.
you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.